its dawn on the banks of the sacred river Ganga. The mist rises gently, temple bells echo through the valley, and thousands gather to offer flowers, milk, and prayers to statues carved in stone. To an outsider, this might appear as simple idol worship, a ritual of devotion to lifeless figures. But behind every idol, every symbol, lies a story thousands of years old, a mystery that connects faith, mythology, and cosmic philosophy. Why do millions bow before idols? And what ancient truths are hidden behind these rituals that have survived for ages? Long before written history, humans looked up to the stars and wondered who or what controlled their lives. The sun gave light, the rain gave food, and the wind carried life. Early civilizations didn't separate science and spirituality, they saw the divine in everything. The earliest idols weren't meant to be gods, but reminders of natural forces. The stone figures found in the Indus Valley civilization, older than 4,000 years, show that even then, people tried to give form to the unseen powers of the universe. As time passed, these forms evolved into the gods we know today. In Hinduism, for example, idols are not seen as mere objects, they are believed to hold the divine energy of the gods they represent. When a priest performs prana-pratishta, the ritual of invoking life into a statue, the idol becomes a sacred vessel, believed to contain the living presence of the deity. To the devotee, standing before an idol is not about stone or metal, but about connecting with a higher reality that cannot be seen with human eyes. The Ganga herself is not worshipped as water alone, but as a living goddess, a Ganga Maa, who descended from the heavens to purify humanity. Legends say her descent was so powerful that Lord Shiva had to capture her in his hair to soften her fall to earth. Every ripple of her water is believed to carry spiritual energy that cleanses sins. This belief is so deep that millions travel every year to bathe in her waters, seeking both physical and spiritual purification. Yet, the question remains, why do so many faiths, especially non-Muslim traditions, embrace the idea of idol worship while Islam strongly forbids it? The answer lies in how different religions perceive the divine. In Islam, God is beyond shape, form, or image. Any attempt to depict him limits his infinite nature. But in many other traditions, humans need something visible to help them focus their devotion. The idol becomes a bridge between the seen and unseen, between human and divine. Ancient Hindu scriptures like the Vedas and Upanishads describe this concept beautifully. They teach that God is formless and all-pervading, yet mercifully manifests in different forms so that humans can understand him. The idol is not worshipped as an object, but as a symbol through which the infinite is made approachable. This idea is found not just in India but across the world, from the statues of Zeus and Athena in Greece to the sacred images of Buddha in Asia. Even in ancient Egypt, gods like Ra and Isis were depicted through symbols and statues. When we step into an Indian temple, everything from the design of the structure to the idol inside is built according to cosmic principles. The central chamber, where the deity resides, represents the core of the universe. The idol, placed perfectly in alignment with astronomical calculations, is said to channel divine energy. The rituals, the chants, and the lighting of lamps all serve to activate that energy, making the temple a spiritual powerhouse. It's not just art or tradition, it's an ancient science of vibration and consciousness. But idol worship isn't only about gods and temples. It also speaks to the deep human need for connection and understanding. When people look into the eyes of a stone deity, they see a reflection of their faith. For them, it's a conversation with the divine. The idol becomes a mirror of devotion, a reminder of the divine presence in every corner of life. Still, critics have often misunderstood this practice. Some call it superstition or blind faith. But to truly grasp the meaning of idol worship, one must see it not as a literal belief in stone but as a symbolic language of the soul. Ancient sages knew that most humans could not meditate on an invisible, formless God. So, they gave them something visible, an image, a statue, way to focus the mind and open the heart. Every idol tells a story. Take the idol of Lord Vishnu, reclining on the cosmic serpent Sheshnag. It's not just an image but a representation of eternal balance, where creation rests in the calm of infinity. Or Lord Shiva, seated in deep meditation, symbolizing stillness amidst chaos. Even the multiple arms and faces of deities represent their divine powers, aspects of creation, preservation, and destruction working in harmony. In the same way, Goddess Durga's idol, with her lion and weapons, symbolizes strength, courage, and the triumph of good over evil. Each detail carved in stone carries centuries of symbolism and spiritual meaning. It's an art form that teaches philosophy without words. Across Asia, idol worship took many forms. In Buddhism, the idol of the Buddha reminds followers not of a god, but of a human who achieved enlightenment. The calm expression, the closed eyes, and the lotus position are all meant to inspire inner peace and awareness. In Japan and China, statues of bodhisattvas, beings of compassion, are adorned with gold and incense, creating an atmosphere of reverence that transcends logic. Even in modern times, idol worship continues to evolve. Some view it purely as culture, while others still believe in its divine power. But the mystery remains: why do these idols continue to draw millions, even in the age of science? Perhaps it's because, deep down, humanity still longs for something sacred, something that touches the heart, not just the mind. Idols give form to what words cannot express. They embody myth, memory, and meaning. When a devotee lights a lamp before an idol, it's not about the flame, it's about illuminating the darkness within. When they offer flowers, it's not about decoration, it's about surrender. Interestingly, many anthropologists believe that idol worship represents one of the earliest expressions of art and spirituality merging together. The same hands that carved tools also carved gods, merging survival with worship. In that sense, idol worship may be humanity's first language of prayer. The mystery deepens when we realize how similar traditions exist worldwide. The ancient Greeks offered sacrifices before marble gods, Native Americans carved totems to represent their spirits, and Africans created ancestral statues to honor their dead. Even Christianity, though it forbids idol worship, uses the cross, a symbol that holds immense sacred power for believers. Humans seem to have an instinctive need to give physical form to the unseen. At the heart of idol worship lies a paradox. The devotee knows that the statue is not alive, yet treats it as living. They speak to it, offer food, sing to it, and seek blessings. This might seem irrational, but on a deeper level, it's a psychological and spiritual practice. By treating the idol as real, the devotee awakens devotion, love, and humility, qualities that lead the mind closer to the divine. The secret of idol worship, then, is not in the idol itself but in the transformation it creates within the worshipper. The moment faith enters the heart, even stone begins to breathe. The divine becomes tangible, not because of the object, but because of the intention. For thousands of years, people have built temples, sculpted gods, and sung hymns, all to express the same truth, that the divine is everywhere, waiting to be recognized. Idol worship, in its purest form, is not about worshipping stone, it's about awakening the God within. Even science today acknowledges the power of symbolism. Images, rituals, and repetition shape the subconscious mind. What ancient sages taught through idols is what modern psychology calls focus and visualization. When a devotee stares at a statue with full concentration, their mind becomes still, a meditation happens naturally. The idol becomes a tool to enter higher states of consciousness. From the Ganga flowing through the Himalayas to the silent statues in ancient caves, the world of idol worship is a living museum of human faith. Every statue is a story frozen in time, a message from the ancients reminding us that the sacred is not somewhere far away, it's within and around us. Perhaps that's why, even after thousands of years, idols still stand not as symbols of superstition, but as eternal witnesses of devotion. The mystery of idol worship is not about gods carved in stone, but about the human heart that refuses to stop believing in the divine touch of the unseen.